The moment I found out my fiancé's business trip was actually a romantic escapade with his ex, it felt like my world shattered into a million pieces. I had been suspicious for a while, thanks to the sudden secrecy and the late-night calls he claimed were work-related. So, when he left for another conference, I decided to follow him. My heart pounded as I arrived at the hotel and managed to bluff my way past the front desk. I stood outside their door, the faint laughter filtering through, and my stomach twisted with a mix of anger and nausea. I barged in without knocking, expecting to find two guilty faces caught in the act. Instead, I was met with a camera crew, their lenses trained on me like vultures on fresh prey. The shock on their faces was genuine, but what floored me was the banner strung across the room: Love Triangle, a reality show. My fiancé and his ex were perched on the bed, microphones clipped to their clothes, caught in a web of deceit that extended beyond infidelity. I felt the burn of betrayal, not just from his cheating but from the spectacle they were making of my life. They tried to explain, babbling about how it was all for the show, how the producers wanted raw emotion, real drama. The betrayal cut deeper than any script could capture. They had turned my life into a sideshow, and I was the unwitting star of their twisted narrative. The whole thing was a setup, a fabricated tale of love and lies, where I was the fool caught in the middle. My fiancé had sold our relationship for ratings, and his ex was only too happy to play along, hoping to rekindle old flames under the guise of entertainment. But the most shocking revelation came later, when I learned that this wasn't just a betrayal of love, it was a betrayal of self. I realized I had been complicit in ignoring the signs, in silencing my intuition for the sake of preserving an image of love that never truly existed. The show might have been their idea, but I had been living a lie long before the cameras started rolling. As I walked away from the chaos, I understood that the real reality check was recognizing my own worth and finally stepping out of a script I never agreed to.